in April 2022. It was a barn find, wasn't running, sat outside underneath a tarp. I love the sound of the Nighthawk. I think it's a beautiful bike. I really like the rev sound of it. Bike sounds like it's finely tuned. The sound of the bike, it doesn't quite have the cruiser sound to it, but it doesn't have the sport bike sound to it. I love everything about how it's put together. The front tire is close to the body, where if you start to get lower in cc's, the wheel sticks out further from the bike, and I don't like that look. I'm deciding to sell the bike after I've worked on it so much because I'm short, I'm 5'3", and I don't fit on it very well. Even with new boots that I got to help me give some extra ground clearance, I don't feel comfortable trying to balance on it, so that's why I'm looking to sell it. Very well put together, nice and compact. When I took it home, I had decided to fix it up. It's a 92 Honda Nighthawk CB750. And while I have always wanted a Nighthawk, I wasn't really prepared to go to the extent of repairing it and working on it as much as I thought I was going to, but I did it. Brought it back to life. I replaced the carbs on it, completely cleaned 3 times, put back together, some with new parts and some with the original parts. It's got a new oil filter, new air filter. It's got new spark plugs. It's got a new chain on it. It's got a new back wheel on it. I replaced the lights on it because good old manufactured Honda lights tend to break at the rubber that holds the lights on together, so I replaced those, made an upgrade. Did an upgrade to the mirrors. I do have the original mirrors if the person still wants the original mirrors, but I did do an upgrade on those. Brake pads, rebuilt the brake caliper. The parts are new in there. Cleaned and resealed the tank. Inside the tank should be fairly clean. It's also got a gas filter. Oh, I cleaned the wheels, so those are repolished. The shocks were polished. Polished a lot of parts on the bike. Seen the rust on those things. The original fork oil was a sludge. You should have seen what it looked like when it came out of the forks. And now it's got Honda oil in it for the fork seals. That was a complete rebuild with the kit that I bought. I had a Honda mechanic rejet the carbs, and he made sure they were synced properly, so they're jetted to the original size of what they should be according to Honda spec. The mileage on the bike is 13,000 and some change, and I haven't ridden it very much since I got it. So there is a part where I'm not sure if it's running lean or rich. That will have to be diagnosed by the person who buys it. I don't know the mechanics of that part, and I didn't mess with it, so I don't want to do anything that could cause the bike to have any potential further issues. Other than that, the bike seems to run pretty well.